I want to say that you were fantastic. You are fantastic in this movie.
Man, thank you.
It was a blast to watch. Welcome to the show and welcome back to New York.
Yes, good to be here. Yeah.
Come on, I know you're from New York, and I saw a photo of you over the summer, I want to say, and it was you playing just hoops on the street.
Yes.
Yeah, just pickup ball.
With the Sandman.
With Adam Sandler.
Yes.
Now, how did this come about? Where were you, and what you just challenged?
That was on Houston Street, and I know that looks like the two most terrifying basketball players of all time.
That's right, it really does. Yeah.
Believe it or not, we got absolutely ran through in that game.
You did.
Totally washed.
But how did it all go down?
I met Adam Sandler on a movie called Men, Women, and Children that I was basically cut from about 10 years ago, and I still went to the premiere for some reason. And
good for you.
Yeah, out of pride, and I was kind of like sulking in the party, you know, and he was very warm and gave me a nice Sandman shoulder rub. And then we just stayed, I don't know.
He's the best dude ever, I think.
He's probably the greatest guy, greatest actor, greatest guy working in LA.
He really is.
And, he's a beast basketball player. You know, I can make fun of myself, but he's got wide hips, and he will throw them around, you know. He's just like...
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He gets in there.
He gets in there with the elbows.
He checks people?
Somebody had a busted lip, you know.
Really? He doesn't care. He
doesn't care. Weirdly, we played two kids that went to my high school that graduated after I did, because I'm getting older in age, and we got killed. So anyway, if they're watching this, want a rematch, you know.
You think you can take him?
I don't think we can take him, but I want a rematch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just for pride.
I do have another photo of you guys playing. Well, actually, it looks like Adam's playing, but you're kind of sitting there.
Adam's playing.
You're exhausted.
I'm in a little bit of a timeout there.
Yeah, what happened there?
Winded.
You just had enough's enough.
Yeah, you know, it was back to playing in New York, back to playing like with real players, you know, not playing like.
It looks like your sneakers hurt or something.
The sneakers, yeah, I just got those sneakers. You know, it was the actor strike had just hit, or was about to hit, so, you know, I didn't have any. I was getting ready to play Bob Dylan anyway, so I went to buy some new shoes, which is a terrible idea. Terrible.
You know something about sneakers, because I want to say this is very special.
Yeah.
For Wonka, you designed your own Nike sneaker.
Yes, the Wonka Dunks.
The Wonka?
Yeah. I think we got them here.
And you brought one here tonight.
Yes. Yeah.
Questlove, wait, do you see this?
Oh.
Quest, wait till you see this. Look at this. So it's a wooden box, probably weighs about 20 pounds.
Because you're a sneakerhead.
I am a sneakerhead.
And Questlove's a sneakerhead. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Get ready. Look at these things.
So, you do the unveil. You do it.
All right, I'll do it?
Yeah.
First of all, it's very Wonka maroon right here. But look at this. Ooh. Ooh la la, sazon.
Yeah.
Wait, so, oh, I know these.
Yes.
I know that from the movie.
Yes.
Wait, so how do you come about, how do you get involved with designing these? How much did you get into it? Talk to me.
The idea came from the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where there's 5 golden tickets. And our movie doesn't have that. I don't want to give anything away, but I thought, you know, how special would it be, you know, because sneakers are sort of the golden tickets. I don't know if this is going to resonate with anyone. This will resonate with like the couple sneakerheads here, but you know, sneakers are like the golden tickets of the modern world in some way.
It kind of is, yeah.
And
if you get the right crazy ones.
If you get the right crazy one, crazy people, and you know, it just felt like a good idea for the movie. But you can't buy your way to them. You got to win them from a contest. You know, you got to submit a creative.
But you went to Oregon, right?
I went to Beaverton, which is the Nike campus, and that's like the actual Willy Wonka chocolate factory, you know.
You saw where they actually come up with the ideas, and
they come up with the ideas, and they've streamlined the shoes incredibly, and it's like it's a pantheon of athletes there. You know, they have the LeBron James building and the Serena Williams building.
No way.
And yeah, it's like athletes, entertainers, musicians, and then actors are somewhere, you know, down here. That's not really like their main thing.
Yeah.
But it felt like, you know, it made sense for the movie, and they're all distressed, like the characters. This is not the successful Willy Wonka in the movie. This isn't like the Gene Wilder. This is like a very young, ambitious, scruffy, you know, won't take no for an answer, but doesn't have the factory yet, doesn't have any, you know, means or any power or anything.
So these are perfect. And how many did you make of these?
There are 5 pair, and then
in the world.
I begged them for a pair. And Zendaya gets a pair because she's awesome. And,
no way.
That's it, yeah.
That's so fun, bud. Thank you for bringing these along
definitely.
to show everybody. I appreciate this. I want to talk to you about Wonka. I also want to talk to you, oddly enough, about Barbie, only because I know you work with Greta Gerwig a bunch of times, a couple times, and I heard a rumor that you were supposed to be in Barbie.
There was an idea for Saoirse Ronan and I to do a cameo in it.
Saoirse, oh, I love her.
I don't know what the cameo would have been. I think it would have been one of the rejected Kens or Barbies. Not Alan, but something. Maybe there was a reject French one along the way. I don't know. I don't know what that meant. But
did you get to see Greta at all? Or?
I did, because when I finished Wonka, the Barbie set had been built, so it was kind of going from like a fantastical London chocolate.
By the way, it's
the set is insane. Insane. Is it the Wonka set?
The Wonka set.
Okay, I was gonna talk about the Barbie set, but the Wonka set is also.
No, I mean, oh, yeah, Barbie's great, but Wonka's not out yet. No one's seen it yet. But
yeah.
It is.
It's amazing.
It's the most beautiful.
And it was practically built, very little green screen, and then the second we were done, they tore it all down, and it doesn't exist
I
anymore.
was thinking about all these things. I'm like, oh, I wonder if Timothy got to keep that, or there's like
No.
there's a giant cherry.
There's no. I did jack a jacket though. I took one of the jackets.
Oh, one of the Wonka jackets.
There was 5 of them, so one of them's in my house.
One of them's a sneaker now.
One of them's a sneaker.
Yeah, but that's it's who's the director again?
It's Paul King, and as Hugh Grant said, he's the human Paddington Bear.
He did Paddington
Yeah.
2. If you haven't seen,
Paddington 2 is sort of the perfect movie. I'm super proud of Wonka, but Paddington 2.
no,
is
you
like,
are fantastic in this
thank
movie.
you,
You
thank
can
you.
sing, you
Thank
can
you.
dance, you can act. You
Thank
pulled all the heartstrings. You were funny. I was with you along for the whole ride. As soon as you started the movie, I go, I love this dude. I'm in with Willy Wonka. Let's go, buddy.
Man,
Where do we go?
Thank you.
You were
Thank
phenomenal.
you. I
in this.
appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
I loved it.
Thank you.
And I actually want to congratulate you. You were just nominated earlier this week for a Golden Globe for Wonka.
Yes.
Hey, come on! That's great. Let's set up what Wonka is about. It's an origin story,
So
right?
Wonka is an origin story of Willy Wonka. This isn't the Gene Wilder we all know and love that's sort of crazed and demented and looking to give his factory away. This is the story of a young Willy who's ambitious and sensitive and joyous and
It's
a
so
little naive.
fun. This movie is so fun.
It's never been easier for me to talk about a movie because, like you said, I'm coming from an after-school screening we did for a program called Afternoon All Stars. We were just with 200 kids, and I only want to make movies for kids now because it was just such a generous screening. Everyone was elated, and it's a movie that leaves you with a smile on your face.
My kids watch it. I have a 9 and 10-year-old, and they just loved every second of it. But it has heart. It has drive. And it's like, yeah, if things are bad, don't give up. You
Yes.
can do this. You can do this. It's very positive, and it's just well done, and down to the little details, tickety-boo, like a key turning in the door, and the door moves, and the gear. It's just beautiful to look
Tiny
at.
little British details.
Oh, fantastic.
Don't make-
And
yeah.
I would go to IMAX if I were up to you.
Yeah,
just because
it is an IMAX.
the effects are just insane. There's, well, obviously, chocolate.
Lots of chocolate.
There's
Lots of chocolate.
Keegan-Michael Key.
Keegan-Michael Key's
is
hilarious.
so funny in this.
Yeah, a lot of Key and Peele fans.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Everyone scores. I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Timothy Chalamet in Wonka. Take a look at this.
Let me out of here. I demand to be released.
Incredible. You can speak.
Well, of course I can speak. Now let me out of here or I shall shriek. Let me out.
Not until I take a good look at you.
Good evening.
So you're the funny little man who's been following me.
Funny little man. How dare you? I will have you know that I am a perfectly respectable size for an Oompa Loompa.
An Oompa what now?
In fact, in Loompa-land, I am regarded as something of a whopper. They call me Lofty.
Lofty, yeah. That joke pays off really well. Yeah. Timothy Chalamet, everybody. Wonka is in theaters and IMAX this Friday. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around.